Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be recovery from perceived danger pain, TMS, is messy. All right? So, get that in a minute. Let's enjoy the fresh air. Listen to the birds. It's a gorgeous spring day. Sky is blue. No clouds. Sun's out. Gorgeous. All right, so recovery from TMS, perceived danger pain, is messy. It's not a smooth sailing ride. You know, if you're expecting to read a book or two and, you know, maybe start saying I'm safe a few times a day and all of a sudden you feel better. I'm here to tell you it's not that clean of a process. What we're trying to do here is teach the brain that we're actually okay. And for many of us, we have had, you know, weeks, months, years, decades, or a lifetime of not feeling so okay. So don't expect that we can kind of snap our fingers, flip a light switch, and boom, whammo, the brain feels safe. However, I don't want to paint a picture that says this is difficult or impossible. There's just bumps and turns and twists. And sometimes you'll have a decent day, and then the next day, whammo, it's back full force. And you go, I don't get it. I don't know why. I just had a good day. The process is messy. You're going to have challenges with the people around you. They're going to either support you or they're not going to get it, and they're going to call you crazy. What are you doing? What is this stuff you're doing? Go to the doctor, right? That can be ugly. That can be messy. We can have those same thoughts. We can be saying to ourselves, hey, this isn't working. What are you doing? Why don't you go to the doctor, you know? So the process is messy, for sure. But it doesn't mean it doesn't work. So I'm going to encourage you to expect things to go sideways once in a while during this journey. And if you're prepared for it and can remain calm, that's the key, hopefully it won't throw you as much. You know, there are some people who are getting worse as a result of this journey. And I know that can be incredibly discouraging because they're like, but I know what it is. But the pressure they're putting on themselves to recover and do this perfectly and do it quickly is perceived by the brain as danger. And the more you have a I've got to fix myself because I'm in trouble mindset, the brain perceives that as, wow, this person's in danger. And so, you know, try not to put pressure on yourself. Self-compassion, self-love, or at least self-like, because some people can't love themselves. They don't even like themselves. But be nice to yourself. Treat yourself as if you are somebody you are caring for and loving and supporting. You know, so many times I hear people say, oh, I treat myself worse than I would ever treat any other human being or animal. And it's just habit. Right? The process is messy. It's not smooth sailing. Expect that sometimes the waves will crash over you and you'll get tumbled and pounded into the sand on the beach. Other times you catch that wave perfectly and you ride it in. And other times you try to stand up on the surfboard and you're just all wobbly and you just don't know what's going on. And that's okay. It's part of the journey. So I guess the message is not one of despair. I'm not trying to tell you that this process is, that you need to see this process as extremely hard. As long as you focus on this, you'll do fine. Focus on the mindset, focus on the clarity, focus on the certainty that you are on the right path and that you have what it takes to get better. If you constantly are focused on the symptoms, then every symptom change is going to rock your world. Oh no, it went up. Oh, I was feeling good. Yay. Oh, no, it went back up. Like, if you're constantly looking at the symptoms as your measurement of progress, you're going to be up and down and all over the place, left and right, sideways, you name it. Measure your mindset. Am I more confident? Am I more trusting of myself in this process? Do I have more clarity? Do I really, rock solid, get it from here, intellectual knowledge, to here, I'm actually okay. Measure your mindset. Am I less concerned by the symptoms? Am I freaking out less? Make the mindset stuff your primary focus. And look, sometimes the symptoms are there and sometimes they're kicking your butt. But if you can maintain a proper mindset, the brain will eventually catch on to the fact that you're not bothered by this stuff anymore. And once you do that, the brain will eventually say, well, if they're not bothered by it, I don't need to be nearly as vigilant and hypersensitive to all this stuff. So, don't take the fact that this journey is messy as a discouragement and a reason to get even more upset. You've gone through a lot of tough stuff in your life, and you've got a 100% track record of making it through difficult times. You'll make it through this time as well. But don't expect it to be perfect. You know, I've never seen anybody just go, hey, here's my symptoms, boom, they're gone, and never any ups and downs or sideways. It's always a journey, it's always bumpy, and that's okay. Nothing worth having was ever easy. And trust me, this is worth having. Life after chronic pain, life after TMS, life after perceived danger pain can be wonderful. I'm proof of that, and so many people are proof of that. And if you want some support as you go through this messy process, consider the group coaching. I know I mention it a lot, but there's a great community of people there lifting each other up, supporting each other, helping each other out. You get access to me 4 times a week. It's anywhere from 10 to 12 hours worth of group coaching sessions. Now, you don't have to show up for the whole thing. It's almost like a office hours where you can kind of stop in, get a question answered, and disappear if you want to. You're better served if you stick around and hear the questions and answers that other people have and hear the dialogue and the lessons learned in the group session. But, you don't have to commit to 10 to 12 hours a week. Please don't. That might be too much effort. But see if you can make one of those calls and show up to at least 2 or 3 of them to really start getting a hang of what the process is, what the concept is. You'll get the Facebook group. You'll get a video-based course which maps out the absolute fundamentals of recovery. It's really an extremely supportive community of like-minded people who understand exactly what you're going through. If you're the type to say, I'm not good in groups, I'm too embarrassed, I'm too vulnerable, I'm too scared to get involved in the group, don't. Try it. Seriously, try it. You will see that these are some of the most kind, compassionate, caring, and supportive people that you've ever met, because they're just like you. If anybody's going to understand what you're going through and support you, is this group of people. So, painfreeyou.com/join. All the details are there. The days of the week and the call times are there. It's Monday mornings at 9, Tuesday afternoons at 3, Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. That's Eastern Standard Time, which is New York City. Not sure what times that is? Go to Google and say, what time is it in New York City? You'll see the time difference. Europe is usually 5 or 6 hours difference, depending on where in Europe you are. Australia is like 14 hours ahead or something like that. But just ask, what time is it in New York City? And then just do the math. How many hours ahead or behind are you? And then you can figure out based on the times I just said and the times that are on that group coaching page whether or not you can make it. And if you can't, you can watch a replays. You can submit a question, I'll answer it, you can watch a replay, still get all your questions answered. And I've got people getting better who don't show up to the calls. They just watch the replays, watch the course, participate in the Facebook group, and watch my daily videos. So you can do it too. Yes, the process is messy, but if you'd like some help going through that mess and would like direct access to me up to 4 times a week, 16 times a month, check it out. And for folks who say, no, I'd much rather have a one-on-one call, you get one 90-minute call once, only access to me. You can't learn from anybody else's experience. You don't get the support of the group. A one-on-one call, maybe you think like, well, I really need to have Dan answer my question because I'm different. You're not. And we can do that type of analysis in the group. So give it a thought. This process is messy, but you don't have to go by yourself. We can help you out. So, love you guys and gals, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.